Did you have? Ugh.
Yeah, I got
Hey
that same
guys.
message, but I don't know what that meant.
Oh, okay. Well, here we are.
Okay, well,
I don't have any pictures, do you?
o- okay, but can you hear me? Hold on, I'm coming. Okay,
Oh, there's
There
Tom.
he is. Hey, Tom.
sorry
Now,
about
now
that.
we can hear you and see you.
It was something crazy going on because Barry just called me and David said he was having problems.
And
Um,
I was having problems. And
so, and I was sitting here and it got to be 5 o'clock and I thought, wow, I guess everybody's gone today.
I had a
Um,
problem getting in too. So,
well, we're here. Um, how's everything going?
Good.
And Chris and Kent, good to see you guys.
um, it's it's a great week. We got a little bit of rain, tiny bit. The driest in 132 years, so we need every drop we can get. It rained for 10 minutes a while ago.
Hey,
So,
Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Yeah, I got off Barry and got back on and
Yeah,
Kent.
you were blocking me from getting on because I kept going to yours. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys talk for a second. Let me send David a note that to try again.
Yeah,
There's
I'm here.
David.
Here he
I'm
is.
here.
there he is.
Oh, hey, David. Okay.
Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but I
That's
got
all
off,
right.
got back on, and everybody was half the people were there. Oh,
We
good.
miss you.
Rick, you look so clean cut, man.
Yeah, you do
Oh,
look cool.
no, I'm ashamed. Yeah, a little shaving.
Well, that's right. Look at you. You look so
Yeah.
young.
Oh, not that young. Okay. Oh well.
Second childhood
Yeah.
or third.
Or third. You got room for a whole bunch of them. About 10 of them.
Well,
What's up? Everybody doing good?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once we got on, nobody could get on for a while,
Oh, really?
but that's
Mm.
here.
Working fine now, looks like.
Yeah, good.
What was it?
Dave's on. Chris is cooking back there.
What's for dinner, Chris?
Shh.
Hey, gang. I'm making pasta guguts tonight.
Oh,
That's uh, guguts is zucchini.
Oh, cool.
Funny names.
Gugusa. That's what we
Yes.
call it down here.
Yeah.
uh,
And I just fry it up with some. I slice it into little rounds, and then I fry it up with some garlic, and then I put it over either angel hair pasta or it turns out that we have some leftover linguine from a dinner that we had last night, so we're gonna have linguine again.
Sounds like a
good.
good place to
Sound
eat.
like a good place, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
going to Chris's house for dinner.
Hey, come on over.
Chris, do you use zucchini or do you use the cucuzzo?
I use a zucchini, and I like to get the small ones because there's no seeds, when they're really small still.
See, down here, that cucuzzo grows pretty plentifully, and they use that a lot.
Yeah,
I say a lot, not a lot, but
yeah.
look, that's what they use, those big, long cucuzzas.
well, last night, for the first time in my life, I ate some. I was at a bar with my oldest son, and it was baba ganoush.
Oh
It
yeah,
was really good.
it's just eggplant.
Oh, is that it?
Yep,
Okay. Well, Emily, my wife gets it all the time, but I've never tried it. And last
won't
night,
hurt you. Won't
yeah, it's
hurt you.
really good.
What are you?
I
Yeah,
love eggplant. Love eggplant.
yeah, yeah.
Every time I hear Baba Ganoush, I think of the Seinfeld episode. With the-
Well, the name's kind of strange. If somebody would have said to me, "Hey, it's eggplant," I probably would have said, "Oh, okay." Give it to me a couple of years ago, but
Yeah.
um, well, I went and I found a bunch of little recordings. Barry doesn't like them to last very long, so but I found some.
Who
Yeah,
told you that?
I like Jeff recordings because he was such a good guy. So here is, let me get ready for it. Here he is.
We should actually start telling when the first time we met Jeff Allswang was.
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead, Herb. You're first.
Okay. Well, I first met Jeff Allswang at Lake Compounds.
Oh God.
He made me get on the roller coaster. They had a wooden roller coaster there. Just drove 4 hours and we got right out of the car onto a roller coaster. That's Jeff Allswang.
I just sat on the roller coaster. It was free. It was free.
And Jeff gets out the order. They had a burlap curtain at the Lake Compounds, and the curtain opens, and this crowd is screaming for Jeff. And Jeff walks up to the microphone and says to the crowd, he says, "What is this, the Planet of the Apes?"
So what was that, Herb? It was like what was Lake Compounds? What was
The
that?
oldest.
It was just a campground where all the local residents used to go hang out. And I guess it was, Jeff, you might be able to tell that better than me.
It was the oldest privately owned amusement park. It had been going on since 1870 something, and it had a big business during the big band days. They had bands come up and play. They had a beautiful hall. We didn't play in it. We played in the saloon half. And John Murata booked me up there every weekend. Oh God, I don't know how long. And I got half the time I got musicians I didn't know. John just sent anyone who was available up.
That's how most of us got our first job.
God, I know he sent everybody up there. Warren Vichet played.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Warren was sober and he was 17. I think he was 17. And oh God, I can't. It was an experience.
Where was Lake Compounds? What state?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
Yes, it was
Well, it
about.
was in Joel's backyard.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
about a 2-hour drive from New York.
Okay, the best thing about Jeff was he just sat there without his shirt on, and it just looked funny.
Yeah, I had a idea. Yeah.
But he was a funny guy, and the stuff that he when he got the job again, he didn't know how to play, so he learned.
That's hard to believe. That's about 7 years ago. Those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our days of the long beards. Nobody shaved, you know.
Yeah,
COVID days, COVID time.
That's how this got started. What we're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, Emily, old over there. I see. Hey,
Hi, Bill.
yeah, that's a great portrait of Joel. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I'm sorry I was late. I have okay, last man standing. Bonnie's out sick, and my youngest grandkid was sick, and I had to go pick up the other one at school and come home and feed him before I can play. So we're okay.
Would you mind putting on a mask?
Yeah. This is my mask. Yeah.
Well, I was just going to cover for you if you didn't make it, because sometimes you get busy.
Yeah, it's just things happen, you know.
Yeah.
Ben New had posted a picture on her Facebook page. The French Quarter Festival is starting now, and she was putting a little picture on there of she was autographing one of her fans at the French Quarter Festival. Yeah. I have no idea what is an arrow pointing down to his belly button, though.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts.
Or thereabouts. Yeah. Anyway,
Point south.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Just throwing that in there because it is French Quarter Fest time.
It doesn't start next weekend, Bill? Or
Yeah,
is it this
next weekend. Yeah.
a week from today it starts, yeah.
Yeah. So if you,
And how long is that?
it just runs one weekend, 4 days.
Just one weekend.
Yeah.
Thursday through
And then you
Sunday.
guys going to Jazz Fest then, right?
It's better than the Jazz Fest as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the Jazz Fest you don't pay, it doesn't cost anything to go to the French Quarter Fest, and there's bands playing all over the quarter. And as far as a lot of bathrooms, and you can go to any restaurants to eat too,
And instead of the big name people that come in to play, it's really the same people.
Again,
Playing the French Quarter Fest and Jazz Fest, other than the Eagles or whoever, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Hey,
we were going to come down to go to my nephew's graduation in Alabama, and it was during Jazz Fest, and we can't come into New Orleans because it's $800 a piece to fly in.
Wow.
Which is usually like under 100 to fly in.
Really? Wow.
They even jack up the airfare for French Quarter Fest?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Check with the Gulfport Biloxi Airport.
Okay.
I always fly out of there if I'm going to Hawaii or wherever.
Yeah, Biloxi's only an hour. I mean, 2 hours at the most.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Speaking of Jazz Fest, I posted this a long time ago. This was like formal Jazz Fest time. This was in 1968. They called it a Jazz Fest, and it really was. And you had
Louis
Armstrong, Pete Fountain, Ramsey Lewis, Dave Brubeck, Duke Ellington, and Woody Herman playing.
Great lineup. Great lineup. Woohoo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that was in the Congo area, the Congo Square.
It was earlier at Congo Square,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They probably only charged $1 to get in or something, too.
If that.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make Jazz Fest like they used to.
Not like that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think there's only one of those guys still alive. Is Dave Brubeck still alive?
No, he's gone.
Never mind. None of them are alive, probably.
I was hoping that Roger would show up because I went and found all of his pictures he sent.
Oh, good.
All of them? Wow.
Well, yeah, like this one, which I guess this is Banu.
Oh, Pat Boone.
Yeah, I remember he talked about that one a long time ago, but I don't remember where the location was.
Oh, it's Buzzy and Banu. The rest I don't know.
Yeah.
Buzzy Banu, Pat Boone, and I don't know who's holding the camera. That guy on the left next to Pat Boone looks familiar.
Isn't that the guy who did the beard on his head?
Yeah, it looks like the guy that does the
Sonny Homer.
I don't think that's Sonny.
No.
Not big enough.
What is it?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder who the guy holding the banjo is.
That's Buzzy.
Buzzy.
That's Buzzy. Okay.
Yeah, I recognize him.
A young Buzzy.
Yeah.
That's a young Pat Boone.
Yeah.
And I think on the far left, that might be Sonny.
That's right. It looks like his face, but he's kind of sitting down. I can't tell for sure.
Well,
Tom,
is that what he'd look like 10 years earlier than I met him? I suppose it might.
Yeah.
There's no pitcher of beer on his head, so how can you tell? You know?
That's true.
And there's no trombone in his toes either.
Well, Barry was on a lot of the trips with the bands, not at Your Father's Mustache Clubs, but different places. That must have been kind of fun because that was different places.
It was. It was a thrill. In summer of '72, I would say I was in a different plane every morning, a different hotel room every night for about 3 months.
Wow. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, Marauder kept us going, as far as playing.
Yeah, that's what his claim to fame was. That's what he talked about.
Right.
Oh, well, speaking of Murata, here is a good minute 23 of him.
One of the guys called and they asked, I'd like to speak to Jacqueline Murata. And I said, okay, what's the problem? What do you need? And so she goes into her spiel and she goes, I said, you anything else? No. Okay. I'll tell her when I see her, when I die. And she said, what? I said, yeah, my wife died 6 months ago. What am I going to do? She can't believe you.
Sure she can.
I'll tell you one thing John McClernand did once at the Red Garter. We get these waitresses who are like between high school and college. They're on their way to their first year of college. And so my parents came in to see me play. This is at Jersey Shore. And, so the waitress, they said, oh, go tell Herb that we're here. And the waitress came up and said, hey, Herb, your parents let me know that you're here. And John McClernand turned to the waitress and said, that's a terrible thing to say. Herb's parents were killed in a car accident 3 months ago.
Oh, Jesus.
That waitress was...
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow.
Well, it was that kind of a bandstand,
Yeah. Well, John was fair. He was quick on his feet. Yeah.
That's John, I
Hey,
think
Rob.
he watches, all the Zooms we do
Yeah.
and talks to him. Hey, Roger, I got all your pictures ready to go.
Hey,
Hey, Raj.
All right, Raj.
I got another one, but I don't know how to get it to you because I'm online with you now. But go ahead and show what you got.
Oh, well, we could be here all day, so.
I can't help it. I don't know why I created these photo albums years ago, and I don't know how I was in almost all the pictures because I couldn't have done both. People sending me these pictures, and over the years,
Well,
got easier
here's
to
one
shift pictures.
that I always like seeing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a
Oh,
good
yeah.
picture. You see Joe there in a mustache outfit.
And is that Buzzy playing the banjo?
Yes.
Buzzy on the banjo, Joe on the banjo, and Neil, I think that's,
Is that Jones back there?
yeah, on the trombone.
That's Neil DeFeo, yeah.
And Joe Terra.
And Joe Terra.
Yeah, without his bananas.
Saturday is Neil's 80th birthday.
Wow.
And he's finally catching up to me. But he's having a birthday party on, and we're going to do a little reminiscing. It'll be fun.
Tell him I said hello. We have the same birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Not only the same date, but we were born on the same day.
Oh, that's cool.
47.
Wow.
Okay. All right. In fact, I've got a clip with Neil. Let me see if I can find it. Tom, what you can be doing the Roger things. I'm just going to look for this.
Okay. Here's another one, Roger.
That's the picture of the, I believe, the St. Louis Club.
Oh.
Yeah.
And trying to think who the musicians are there.
Wow, but
Who's
they
on
had
the
a
trombone?
rebel flag up in St. Louis. Wow.
Yeah. That was on the edge of the Confederates and the Union,
Yeah.
St. Louis.
Huh.
And then further north you'd go and then disappear.
Yeah, just a bit.
Trying to think who the lead banjo player is. That Jesus?
Probably Ellen Doxey.
Who's on the trombone? Y'all should know that. What is that guy's name? Pitcher of Slits was what, 250 then?
Yeah, it looks like it's 280. Maybe it's 250.
Yeah, 280 would be an unusual amount. We like to quarters usually.
Unusual amount of beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
same.
amazing. We sold a pitcher of beer, for 280 there. My Suntense bar at the Denver airport. Their cheapest beer is a Coors Light for $8.65.
Oh, Lord.
One beer.
Coors Light. Good Lord.
Uh,
60.
Well, the beer at the Maison Bourbons are $15 a piece, and
Wow.
luckily, when we were there for in December, I went up to the bar and they said, "Did you work at the Mustache?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, it's $5." I go, "Okay, good." So then I got 2 beers, and he goes, just give me $5." And I said, "Great, yeah."
Employee
Better all the
prices.
time.
No, Danny took good care of us out there.
Yeah, Danny took really good care of us out there.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I got this clip. This has Neil DeFeo in it. Let's see if I can get this going here. This was at the 50th reunion when Joel was handing out the accolades.
Go, Neil.
I said the movie. Yes, I was impressed. Neil, I was impressed.
Neil DeFeo's gone on a very successful career. He's made a lot of money, which proves that the louder you play the goddamn trombone, the more accolades you get. And he's practiced that for 40 years. He's made a fortune. Neil DeFeo.
I have sincere thanks for my friend Joel. I met Joel in 1964. Somebody named Frank Weissach called me up at college and said, come audition for this group called Your Father's Mustache, because a guy named Henry Newberger, who you'll remember, said you could play. So off I went. He said, we'll split the airplane ticket for you to come out from Michigan State. Split. It was $55, right? And off I came, and I showed up with New York Mustache, and I asked for Joel, and oh no, he's in the coffee shop down the road, around the corner near the Riv. Remember that coffee shop? That's all right. I remember. So I walk in, and here's Joel. He's got a sweater with big holes in it. He's got sneakers with no socks on it. He's drinking coffee, and I introduced myself. And he asked me in his own inimitable style and voice, can you play? So I don't know. So we went back to the club, and he played a few numbers. He says, well, he said, I think you could learn the tune. I'm not going to mimic I think you can learn the tunes, but you're going to start as a waiter. So I started as a waiter, and he said, but you got to come back and you got to work one set with a current trombone player. And the guy's name was Dave Bargeron. And Dave could play more notes in a better way than anywhere else. And that's my start. But
that's why he got fired.
That's right. He didn't follow Louis Armstrong's advice. He just played a the serious note is this. For myself and for my brother, the mustache was more important to us than anything else growing up as a kid. I can't remember, this is true, I can't remember very many people in college, but I can remember most of the people I used to here at the Mustache. So thank you for world experience.
Okay.
Magic.
Yeah. And that was my only time I met Neil was at that. I know he was at the reunion too, and he made a speech at the reunion, Joel's memorial. But yeah, I didn't meet him there, but I got that somewhere over here. But are you going to Neil's birthday party again?
Oh yeah.
You are?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell him we show him every once in a while on the Zoom.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's another. I think where Barry's playing in a.
Yeah, Barry, where is this?
That's an opening of a shopping mall in Wichita, Kansas.
Really?
But look at those
Wichita,
pants.
Kansas?
Wichita, Kansas, and that's of course Buzzy and myself on banjo. Banu, Jay Brackett, and then on tuba his name was Dane Marion. And that's
Oh,
Wichita, Kansas.
good Lord.
And we did a tour, ending up in Wichita, but the first job we played was in St. Louis, and we drove down to Carbondale, Illinois. And we played at SIU, a concert. Then we drove over across to Wichita and played at the opening of the mall.
You think that's Jay Brackett back there?
I know it is. I was
Oh, yeah,
there.
for sure it is. Yeah.
Looks like he's wearing glasses. That's why I asked.
No, that's him.
Barry, I remember when we had our little mini reunion last December, you and Banu were talking about this picture, and it was either your first or second time y'all ever played together, huh?
Oh yeah, she's got a good story about that. After the job was over, I was still pretty new and all this stuff, and I went up to Buzzy and Banu. So they said it's time to pack up. The job's over. So, are we going to give them a little lanyap? They said, what? Lanyap, yeah. And New Orleans lanyap means a little bit extra. Said, no, we don't give extra. We're from New York.
I thought that Banu and Buzzy were from New Orleans, though.
No, not at that point.
Oh, okay.
At that point, they weren't down here yet.
Okay.
Lanyap. Give me the lanyap.
Yeah.
Lanyap. I wanted to give the mall some lanyap, 5 or 10 extra minutes. So no, we don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody from down, who's not from down here, it goes all the way back to the Depression. People would always ask when you go to the grocery store or what for some lanyap, they'd give you a little bit extra for free.
Yeah, but see, in St. Louis, that was just a baker's dozen. You get 13.
Yeah, well, this was just about anywhere you go to a store or something, you just ask them for some lanyap. Yeah. In fact, they have a paper here still called the lanyap on Fridays. It comes out.
And look, Murata had us wearing those knickers.
That was stylish. Well, he should be a golfer,
Yeah.
Scottish golfer.
At least they didn't put y'all in Joel's bikini bathing suits.
Yeah. Although, as far as that band, I did wear one of those 1920s bathing suits every once in a while.
Great.
Oh, that doesn't. The one I just put up didn't work.
I saw Mustache Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to it in a second.
Oh, yeah.
Where is this?
It's yours. I don't know.
I don't remember where it is though.
I think that was Cheyenne days or Frontier days, something.
Really, it looks like one of those Florida bungalows they have close to the beach, you know.
Yeah.
And a bullet hole in the wall. Is that a bullet hole? Yeah.
Up there on the right. Yeah.
Didn't
It's an
Murata have an incident while they were out there at the Frontier Days? He had a spasm and he fell and hit his head on a radiator or something.
Yeah, I remember him telling that story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Frontier Days what it was called.
Yeah.
Cheyenne, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I still had my old mustache T-shirt like that.
And that's one of the later ones because we had the white print. The original ones were white with black print.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. I wore that thing out. It was just nothing but threads by the time I was done with it.
Yeah, mine finally fell apart. Literally.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them all over that T-shirt graveyard in the sky.
Uh,
All right. Well, here's. Can you guys see that?
Oh,
yeah.
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 Maynard.
yeah.
Fuzzy Maynard. I don't know the banjo player with the beard in the back.
I don't know him either.
Oh.
There's Irv Eisen on the tuba.
Irv, yeah.
Irv Eisen, Bruce O'Neill.
Right.
Maynard, and Rick Brono.
Oh, that's Rick. I thought that was Buzzy. Okay.
So
Rick.
that's Rick Brono. He came to Carnegie.
Yeah,
Rick
you do.
Brono.
Okay.
And Rick Brono was also a very fine piano player, ragtime piano player.
Uh-huh.
And he also was the general manager of the Shakey's pizza joint on Veterans Highway.
Your father's mustache.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, I was saying, your father's mustache junior. Shakey's.
Yeah, I remember I called him, found him somewhere in the industrial Northwest somewhere, and he came to Carnegie. I hadn't talked to him in years, 20, 30 years, whatever. And I said, we're having this reunion at Carnegie. He said, I'll be there. And he showed up.
Oh.
I could remember on some slow nights at the Mustache, we would just call out from behind the bar, pick up pizza 47.
Yeah.
Hey, who played the drums on this and in that band? Did Maynard do that, or
Maynard would do that. Maynard would play the drums when he wasn't playing the trombone.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But not a whole set, just a snare drum and a hi-hat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, and here, oh, this is the one I really don't know what it is.
That's Neil Undersayer.
Neil Undersayer.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Charlie
He has a
Chaplin.
big cigar in his mouth and playing that great, he's a great band, tenor banjo player.
Who's the woman?
It's just a little gig he was doing on his own. He sent me that picture.
Yeah, it looks like it could be from the 20s.
Now, Neil Undersayer is the guy who painted the fire truck, wasn't he?
What?
Yeah. He
Was
painted the
Neil
lettering on the
Undersayer the
fire.
guy who
Yeah, he did the
painted?
lettering on the fire truck, right?
Yeah,
He's a great artist.
a great
He has
artist.
a lot of great prints that he's painted in his house, and he painted one of Willie Nelson. And Willie Nelson came to New Orleans, and Neil went down to have him sign it, and he signed it.
All right, good one.
I'm going to throw another old Roger one in.
Okay.
I hadn't been having this one for a while. I like it. Must have been the Roger early days.
That's the good old days at Cape Cod.
Roger Fred.
It was probably in 65.
Yeah.
There's Fred there, I'm there.
Mustache too.
And the three other guys, well, Duggart's on the far side, and the two other guys, I can't remember their name. One bald-headed guy was from England, and the guy in the back, I think, was a teacher in Boston. So anyway, we decided to go to the beach that day. It was fun because I lived right on premise there for the whole summer.
Wild.
It was great, and Russ lived up there, and he served breakfast and he served dinner.
So that was Cape Cod.
Uh-huh. And one time he couldn't find his Wilsons. He was pissed off. Who took my damn Wilsons? Who took it? And all of a sudden, we had a strange smell coming out of the kitchen. He opened the oven. He hid his Wilsons in the oven, and he turned it on.
Oh,
Hey, I guess there's more than one way to make a Boilermaker.
Yeah, to get your water hot.
Oh, Roger, who is this?
Oh, God.
no.
That's in New Orleans, Louisiana. And see how dressed up I am?
Yeah.
young debonair Roger?
Yeah.
Slave and the owner.
The people on the far, well, we stage left, but on the right side, they were from one of the radio stations, and they wanted to come down and talk to me about probably placing ads or something. And the girl next to me, her name was Susan Cinnamon, they called her. I was married to her for about a year.
Oh, she's a kid, nice looking lady.
Yeah.
She was from Luling. No, where they make Tabasco sauce at?
Oh, well, Luling is a city in Louisiana. They make
New Iberia.
Tabasco's New
New
Iberia,
Iberia, yeah.
New
Yeah.
Iberia.
Yeah.
Makaleni.
Yeah. So how many times are you married, Roger?
How long what?
How many times are you married?
Well, let me get my calculator out. No, I've only been married twice.
Oh, okay.
Once to Susan, and she was a sweet Jewish girl, and her dad worked for, I believe, Maison Blanche or Gauchos. Anyway, they were very concerned about her marrying a guy like me, I guess, in the nightclub business on Bourbon Street. But they went
And they
ahead.
had good reason, right?
Yeah, you're right. So true.
Well-founded concerns.
So true. You put the meat on the table and look at it. What is it? Looks like trouble. No, we got along real well. And when I went over to Blackpool, England, I was talking to Joel. He knew that we were having difficulties. He says, well, why don't you take your wife with you over there? I said, okay. So I asked her, she said, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving Louisiana. I said, okay. So I went by myself. I had a good time. But she was a good person. She did a lot of great artwork, metal artwork and sculptures. And she gave me a good piece. I'll show it. It's called Gumbo. Has a all done with metal and everything. And her biggest problem was smoking. She was a heavy smoker and working around metal all the time, breathing all that bad fumes from that. But I hooked up with her about I don't know, well, it's several years ago, and then I took going over to see her. My son, my young son Keaton, wanted to come to New Orleans. I said, okay. He was 16 or 17 at the time. So I took him to New Orleans and showed him all the places. I said, it's time for you to go back home now. No, I want to go with you. I said, no, no, no. You have to go back home. I'm going over to Mississippi and that area and hang out. So get him a little taste of what Bourbon Street and French Quarter was like. Yeah. And anyway, she gave me this gumbo metal piece. I'll pull it out someday and show you. And she died recently. I guess about 3 years ago.
Wow.
But it's an interesting story behind that. She had a daughter, and also this guy came in and did all these drawings of jazz people, really, really good. And he gave me several of them, which I have framed today. Anyway, uh, I met her daughter, and she said, "You know that I have your last name?" I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "How did that happen?" Your mother and I weren't together then at that. She said, "Well, when she went to the hospital, Susan had to give her information. What her last name was still Kinnaman. She never got rid of it. But anyway, she had to get rid of it. And her daughter was surprised that she had what her name was. And prior to that, Susan had a miscarriage. And I don't know if that affected our relationship. It probably did. But when she came down, I went down to visit her. That was pretty exciting. And then from there, I went over to Neil and Jean's house and hung out. Those were definitely the interesting days and definitely the good days. Any
Wow.
place you could work and have all the beer you want, just have a good time and work hard.
Yeah, I think we were kind of encouraged to drink.
What's that?
Yeah, they left the taps on at night.
I think we were kind of encouraged to drink. I mean,
Yeah. What
several
happened?
times during the night they'd have pour a pitcher and put it out for the waiters just to come have some, and
Yeah.
then stay as long as you wanted after work and drink until you wanted to go home.
It's interesting because we weighed our beer out at the end of the night. Then we
Yeah.
weighed it in the next morning.
Yeah.
You could tell how much beer was gone and the people partying. But also you could find out how much the people cleaning the mustache drank.
Lucian drank a lot. I remember one night I came in early and he had like all the porters from the street were sitting at the bar with Lucian.
Who was that, Lucian?
Yeah, Lucian. Yeah.
Yeah, he was quite the character. I
Yeah.
was invited over to his house, have a dinner. I forgot what holiday it was. And I said, yeah, I'm coming over. And I don't know who went with me. But so I met his wife and all this big spread of good food, fried chicken and gravy, potatoes, real Southern stuff, greens. But he was very interested. Yeah, you're right.
To say the
Sometimes I'd
least.
walk in there and you'd be asleep on one of the benches. Come on, Lucian, you got to get up. Got to clean. Got to keep cleaning.
Here's another old Roger picture. I mean, this is something he sent a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that's the first reunion. That's at New
Yeah.
Haven.
That's the 87 New Haven reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third from the right on the top is my cousin Johnny Lamott.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got him a job at the New York Club, and then he ended up being like a manager at Summers Point or Point Pleasant for a while.
Wow, that's cool.
What was his name, the left-handed banjo player?
Johnny Martin.
No. That might not be him. Next to the guy in a red shirt. Next to the guy in a red shirt. He's a banjo player, left-handed guy.
Oh, Higby.
Higby.
Yeah.
Is that Higby?
Oh, Bill Higby?
Might be.
I think it is.
Yeah, I didn't recognize any of them. So
Who's the guy in the white shirt next to him?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Is it this Marty Fay down in the front?
That's what it looks like all the way to the right.
Yeah, that was a
it's like Marty Fay. Yeah.
And that's me next to him. And that's Kathy Goodleaf.
Right.
Oh, my. It certainly is.
Our super secretary. She was so good and calming and everything. And she worked sometimes in the coat room in the New York Club when you come in. We took coats and hung them up. Everything. She'd hang out there sometimes. And John Murata's wife, what was her name?
Jacqueline, yeah.
Yeah, she would help out there also. And the guy in the blue shirt, I can't remember his name.
I can't make him out. The image is obscured.
Yeah, there's a little bit of glare there. Yeah.
He ended up down in Florida. He and his wife run a beauty shop down there.
Yeah, he was one of the waiters in the New York Club.
Exactly, yeah.
I see Dave Bergeron in the back row. That gives you time frame. A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Whoa, Jesus.
Oh, well.
It looks like most of them are wearing name tags. I just can't zoom in enough to make them clear.
Name tags at a reunion should be mandatory.
I think they should be mandatory right now for everybody.
What was your name again?
Myself to the same person 3 times at a party. Just, not only wear name tags, but I have a little check mark that I can make a check on it. So if I already met that person,
Yeah, really. I like that idea.
Yeah. All right. So Bonnie has always been my spotter. I said if we see somebody and I should know their name, just shoot it out right away. Like, hi, Harry. Just don't wait for me to say anything.
There's me.
So Fred this coon.
So that raccoon had a name. It's called Ea. And why a raccoon would get up on a person's shoulder and sit like this, I have no idea. But Fred had a good relationship with him. This was at Cape Cod.
Tom, I'm getting a lot of your desktop on that. I don't know if it's just instead of just Fred, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff.
Can you get behind that? So that next picture?
Yeah.
So Fred had a raccoon. It looks like Tom Wolfe when he and I were roommates. He had a skunk, a
Yeah.
pet skunk, Odie.
Yeah, Desley had that, and oh god,
You go to the bathroom out there. They just kept a pile of paper in the bathroom around. You in the bathroom and all the paper's rustling around there, and a little skunk sticks his head out.
I had when I was in Denver for a while, living there, I had a rabbit. Its name was God. It was all white.
Well, Tom had a cockatiel named
And
Orgasmo too.
the landlord found out we had a rabbit in our apartment. He didn't like that. Why I would have a pet rabbit, I have no idea.
I think Tom told me that he accidentally killed his bird Orgasmo because he was dive bobbing and while he was trying to shave and he swatted him against the wall. So
yeah. Well, the skunk. I had built this place to put the television, this little thing, and the skunk was in there pissing, and I got pissed off at it, so I pick it up, and Desley says, "Don't just yell at it. Do not hit it." So I yelled at it, and it went and grabbed my lip, and I had to get it up. It was crazy.
I forgot about that.
I would like to have been the guy in the ER that took care of that. So how did that happen? Well, got bit by a skunk. Right.
Well, how tall was she?
The skunk was pretty nice most of the time. It was just
yeah. Tom and Kent has some great stories. My favorite one, I know we told it before, was when Tom had to perform some first aid on Kent when Kent cut his leg, and Tom bandaged him by ripping off his drawers
without taking the pants off.
But he managed to rip off his drawers without taking off his pants. He pulled him.
We were riding our bikes back home from. We lived on Cadillac Street at the time, and it was really late in the middle of the night. I don't know what Kent did, what you did, but
I know what I did. I hit a pothole in the road, and I grew up on a farm with horses. So I was not a skilled biker. I didn't get a bike till I was 21 or whatever, and so I still had not mastered it. And I hit a pothole in the road and got all messed up. I believe there was significant quantities of beer involved too, prior to the ride home.
Yeah.
Where was this?
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans. Of course you're going to hit a pothole.
Oh,
yeah, that was Tom was a good medic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it sort of the fruit of the loom type bandage you got there?
Yeah, right.
You know, I rode home one night. My biggest adventure. I still wasn't good at riding a bike, and I took a shortcut through the Orleans Project, and it was like 4 a.m. or something. And I thought nobody's going to be out at 4 a.m. And honest to God, suddenly I hear ka-ching, ka-ching, and people were shooting at me. And I learned how fast I could ride a bike. I was Lance Armstrong speed or whatever.
Yeah.
That was pretty scary. So I never went that way again.
Well, guess not. Wow.
We also used to ride our bikes along the piers along the river, and because you could get on them at that time. Now they're all locked up, but we could get on them, and Cadillac Street was pretty close to the river.
Yeah, I wasn't been in that project, but went through there in the daytime, and I was picking up a girl there, a real cute black lady, and so I thought I'd take her over a present. So I took him over. I had a huge watermelon walking through the project. I didn't think anything about it. I took it up to her family, cut it open for them.
You take some chicken too?
Yeah.
25th reunion, 1987. And the band played on.
Yeah, that looks like a screenshot of something. Like maybe somebody had video of that.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Very,
1987.
well,
that was a good time.
Peter Babcock, me, Mike Gentry, and Joel.
Yeah.
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 Well, Roger, when this Zoom is over, I'm going to be done with about 1/10 of your pictures.
Here's just
That's a
an
good
old
one.
one I had
That's a good one, yeah.
from the
That's in New Orleans.
the New Orleans club. I guess 73-ish, something like that.
That's like 74, 75.
And Maynard, Tim Shea. And,
That's 75, yeah. That's Danny Rubio playing tuba, me on the banjo, Maynard, and then Dave Weibel and Tim Shea.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a judge, isn't he?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
federal judge in Florida.
This is a good. I thought this was good. Dixieland, because
That was in New York.
New
That's
York,
right.
Nick's tradition, yeah. Jazz from a grand era.
The Southampton Dixie Racing and Clambake Society. I love that name.
That is a good name.
Admission is 35 cents, but it's free with this mustache.
Mhm.
35 cents. Tell you do 35 cents.
Well, back then, a lot.
Yeah. When I was a kid, you could
Couple
get
gallons of gas.
Yeah, that's right. When I was a kid, you get into the movies for a quarter.
Yeah. And you got 2 movies, too.
Yeah.
People like the silent movies. It's gotta be.
All right.
Teddy at the throttle. That was a good one.
Yeah, I like Teddy. We'd get the audience into pulling for the dog and pulling for the villain and pulling for the train.
What?
Go train, go dog, go Teddy, go.
Well, did we sell this or give it away?
Yeah, we used to
That's
give
a
it
song
away.
book.
I've got it at my house. Yeah.
Yeah, we gave it away.
Yeah.
I think I still have one.
Yeah, I got 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, we used to actually hand them out to people and say, turn to page 7 or something in your songbook. But usually, or sometimes we'd tell them, turn to page 212, and they'd be looking all over the place for it.
That's like a religious experience, a tent revival, you know.
Yeah.
Turn to page 12 in your hymn book.
Yeah.
Right.
What kind of church did you go to?
Hey, Fred Hendrick's brother John was my youth music leader at the First Baptist Church in Bolivar, Missouri. So,
Oh, Bolivar, Missouri. Oh my God.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's a great group of musicians.
Great picture.
Yeah.
yeah.
See.
And everybody is alive except Pete. That's good.
That's when we headlined the Banjo Festival in Arkansas, Springs, something Springs, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Had a big banjo festival, and they hired us to be the headline band.
Yeah.
And we did
Isn't
strictly
that
a
where Mike
mustache
lives?
show. Strictly mustache.
Is that
show.
where Mike lives?
Mike lives about an hour and a half from there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'll sure clean up nice, I tell you what.
Yeah.
What year you think that was, Bear?
Yeah, I don't know. It was right around the same time. I'd say 2012.
So not far after the Carnegie?
Yeah, right after the Carnegie thing, or maybe right before it.
Mhm.
I think it was right before it. That's right before Carnegie.
It's a good looking picture.
It is.
It is.
It's too bad y'all didn't dress nice like that at the mustache.
Yeah.
You ever go in the back locker room where the band kept all their stuff?
Oh, yeah. That's where we
Pretty
should-
scary.
Yeah. The cats would sleep on your clothes if you left them back there.
Yeah.
And
Just some marketing we did.
okay. Who is? Oh, that's Danny Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Danny Thomas.
Jackie Gleason, Ed Sullivan.
Right.
I don't know what the bottom one is.
It's the show band, I think.
Yeah,
On the lower right-hand corner, that's not.
oh, there.
It's not Nipsey Russell, huh? No, it's hard to tell.
So the Mustache Band was on Johnny Carson and Mike Douglas and Merv Griffin. I hadn't heard of that. I'd heard of Ed Sullivan and the White House and Jackie Gleason.
Yeah, the
But-
Mike
Well,
Douglas, Mike
I don't
Douglas and
know.
Merv Griffin. I think Mike Gentry did those shows.
Yeah, I did I did the Mike Douglas. We did another one like a variety show. Can't remember the guy's name. He was a sports announcer, and then he left that with ABC and was doing a rival show to Ed Sullivan, and we went on that show.
That was Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell. That's it. Thank you.
I remember it very well.
He did all this. Muhammad Ali.
The Howard Cosell show was done in the Ed Sullivan Theater, which is the place we did all the Sullivan shows.
Yeah.
So when I got hired there, I knew the back entrance and where to park. It was fun.
I don't think we're ever on Johnny Carson.
I don't remember that one at all.
No.
I get this. This is this. I don't remember this page either, but this might have been something we handed out at the.
There's this words to the song.
Is that the show band maybe or something?
I don't know where it originated from, but I remember this piece. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I got one somewhere.
It's inside the songbook where we saw the cover earlier.
Number 2 is Barry's favorite song of all time.
What is it?
Hello, My Baby.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go mind some grandkids in a minute. So
yeah, next week is fine. I'm ready for next week.
We're on next week. Good. I'll see y'all
All right.
next week. Y'all have a great week.
Sound good.
Good to see you.
Everybody,
Thank you, Bill.
Be safe.
Thank you, Tom.
Emily.
Bye bye.
Be safe, live large.
All right. See you later. Bye.